Hey, howdy, how's it going? There's about to be a ton of different updates in the next coming weeks and in a couple of days, and I kind of want to talk about them a little bit and see what you guys would like to see. For starters, Siege is getting a rework to the shield operators. It's currently being tested on PC. Now, I mostly play console, but wouldn't be opposed to having to download the PC version to take a look at it. Overwatch is getting a rework to the competitive system alongside a new season releasing, which obviously won't contain a new hero or whatever, but the new rework seems interesting. And Call of Duty is getting a mid-season update in like a day or two, which apparently won't contain as much content as was promised, but it's still something to talk about. In a way, I kind of want you guys to feel included in what I do and feel like, you have a big part of something, in which I've noticed for a lot of the videos of mine that do pretty well, they have a lot of comments on them, and those comments usually come from it being a news or informative type of video. Now, do I want to be a sort of news channel thing? I'm alright with it. I have no issue with giving updates on how games are going and stuff like that, especially because for most of the time I do play the games. It's not like I'm just happening to talk about it, but typically a lot of the time my funny montage type of gaming videos don't do as well, so I know a lot of the time it's just not getting to the right people. There's always someone out there who could enjoy it, but at the same time, I don't really know what games to play, and I'm actually pretty curious what you guys would want to see. And in general, I want all of you to be able to enjoy the content that I create, and when you see it, you actually want to click on it, and you want to watch, and you make time for it. Now, I am not someone who makes a ton of super high editing style sort of, videos, but at the same time, I try not to do, just a commentary every day, and it gets very repetitive. I like trying new things, and it's pretty nice to be able to just upload whatever and see what works. A lot of the time for me, I kind of run out of ideas and don't really know what to do for certain things, like thumbnails, or what to do with certain clips, or what to do with certain bits of footage that I have on my computer. And obviously that's no one's fault, it's kind of like a writer's block sort of thing, and it's not something that I struggle with. I get past it almost every single time, but it takes a minute. I am still trying to stick to my daily upload schedule. I want to make sure that I am doing that no matter what, specifically because it just gives me something to do every day, and I know that with YouTube and its whole algorithm, it does appreciate it more. I know I'm considered, and well, I am, a small content creator, but at the same time, it's like, there's tons of other small content creators out there, so what am I doing differently? I feel like in general, for myself, I just want to have a community. I want to have a, large group of people who do like seeing my stuff, talking to them all the time, whatever it happens to be. And I know that I'll somewhat need to upload different clips on, like TikTok or YouTube Shorts. It just takes some time. Now that I think about it, I've seen a lot of people on the internet, or just in general, like TikTok and stuff, or, yeah, mostly TikTok. They kind of have just been making fun of YouTubers and whatnot. I find it to be the funniest thing ever, especially because it makes fun of the YouTubers who, in a way deserve to be made fun of. I completely get it. I don't really understand why a lot of YouTubers will get on YouTube or whatever and, make a video saying that it's so hard or whatever. But one thing to understand is that YouTube is a bunch of mental straining, especially if you're someone who is a lot, higher in viewers and all these other things. You kind of just don't really know what to do with that sort of, I wouldn't say power or fame, but it's just that energy. And for me, it's a little different because I don't have all of that energy going yet, and I want to get to that point. But the thing is I feel like I would have a sort of balance. A lot of the time what ends up happening for some YouTubers is they go from doing something small to randomly creating a brand, and then there's also some people who get on YouTube and they kind of just get on it for money, and then that's it. There's no creative aspect. They're not on here because they actually enjoy the content creation. They're doing it because it's a form of business. And it's completely wrong to do it that way, because unless you're someone who is very popular already or whatever, it just won't work out. People do not watch, people do not care. And that is one thing, people do not care about the content that you make as a small creator, and even sometimes a larger creator. You have to give people a reason to care. And the thing is, for me, is, I really do enjoy seeing comments on my videos. In the Payday 3 videos, I would do a lot of stuff of saying hey, comment pineapples. And I would see those comments and I actually really enjoyed them. And in one video I had uploaded, I had gotten a lot of comments that were very nice to see. I did enjoy reading them, of people saying, you know, they wanted to see me go places with this sort of stuff and whatnot. And I enjoyed that. I really did like seeing that. And that's the sort of, I don't know why it comes to my mind, but outreach that I would like. I like seeing a lot of people comment, not because of the algorithm, but at the same time, I do like seeing it because of the algorithm. It kind of lets me know that there are people out there who will take the time to comment or take the time to like the video or share it. I haven't really seen people share a video in a while, especially because not everyone is the same. Like, as an example, a lot of my friends don't have the same humor as I do, but we can find certain things funny. And a lot of the videos that I watch, they might not find funny, but like random TikToks that I find, they might find funny. It's kind of weird, I know, but I felt like bringing that up. Now, I don't play Overwatch a whole ton, I'm not gonna lie, if we're gonna be talking about games. And for Call of Duty, I find it pretty fun sometimes, but you know, it's Call of Duty at the end of the day. And for Siege, the rework, I don't know what to expect, because they might change things, and also, I don't know if people want to see that. There's already people who are uploading stuff on the rework, and that's interesting because, you know, I like seeing their content, but for almost all of these games, there's skill-based matchmaking, and that makes it very difficult to want to play a lot of the time because you're put up against people based on your stats, and stats do not equal skill, trust me guys. It's not skill. It's not. Because typically the way that skill used to be applied, especially in a game like Call of Duty, skill-based matchmaking didn't exist. You were, you know, queued together based on ping, which most of the time for a lot of people was like 20 to 30 ping if you had decent internet, or 50. And what would happen is basically it didn't matter who it was just random. And you played against those people, and there was no, you know, problem with that. People didn't have an issue with that because it was all random, so there was no way of predicting it. If you didn't like a lobby, you just left and then rejoined another one in a matter of like a minute or so. The thing for the new Call of Duties, and especially the one that's happening right now, you wait to get into a game for at least a minute and a half guaranteed every time, because it's trying to find people who are similar to you in your stats, and it's really obnoxious. I don't like playing because of that. A lot of the time I'll play a couple games and then I get off or whatever, you know. It's just, you don't want to constantly have to try in a video game. Now, some people will say like you deserve it or something along those lines, but you know, obviously that's a different topic or different conversation for a different video. But just know that, you know, I'm up for playing whatever. I would like to do some more like solo type of games, but at the same time, I don't really want to do horror. I know that's a thing that a lot of people like seeing, but horror really fucks me up mentally, and it just like, it can ruin my entire day, so I don't want to do that. But something I've had the idea for was, you know, talking about life or something along those lines, and just playing like Minecraft. I don't know, because, you know, that's simple. No one, you can't go wrong with Minecraft. But a lot of people have played Minecraft. They don't exactly want to see that. But hey, if you're this far into the video, just comment the timestamp, honestly. You don't even have to comment pineapples. You could at the same time, but comment the timestamp. You don't have to actually tag it. Just, you know, tap the screen, pause it, look at the time, and then write that down in the comments. That's all you have to do. I would appreciate that, honestly, because it'd let me know how far you got, or at least in me asking this. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. I will be uploading more tomorrow. I will be uploading more the day after that, and the day after that, and the next day, and the next day. So don't worry, I'm always going to be here, and I do enjoy making videos for you guys. But one thing to acknowledge is that it's always going to be different. It's not really going to be the same every time. So yeah, I guess that'll do it. I hope you have a great weekend, weekday, weeknight, great day, month, year, week, whatever you want to call it. As long as it's great, I hope it is great for you. But I guess I'll be seeing you guys. Peace.